with Chinese authorities over a flight to evacuate British.
Alright, well, it goes on about this. On the clip before the news started, there's a guy who lives in Wahoo, whatever the place is called, no disrespect. And he's with his family and he's got a 4-year-old kid. And he's heart-wrenching to decide whether to stay there with his family or get on a plane to save himself and that. This guy here.
His wife and daughter have dual nationality.
Would you be willing to leave your family behind to go to safety? It's a very hard and moral question because...
No, it ain't.
So, it's a very hard choice to make.
It isn't. What it is, they're using these stages, creating these stages, exaggerating these stages, to get everybody fear-driven attached to it, emotionally thing, because they're gonna have you stuck in your door indoors. Yeah, nobody's wanting to talk to anybody or anybody because you've all got snivelling colds in England and you'd be stuck in your doors or whatever, or being divided on certain moral questions that shouldn't even be asked anyway, but they want it down recorded to then see how to manipulate thereafter. 0915, 31st of the 1st, 2020. The day of Brexit. Anyway, just had a thought because I've been following this coronavirus. How it's pushed across people. It could be one big agenda, fear-driving thing. But anyway, I'm thinking of the psyche of the Chinese man. The dark side of the moon, the landers of the other side of the moon that we'll never know about. If you're Intercontinental, get me. Now then, coronavirus, or coronavirus. Now if you're a Chinese man, and an Englishman, having a laugh together even, let's say 2 world leaders, or a group of people, or even just the Chinese leaders, that put something out there for the rest of the world to Sudoku work out. Yeah? Well, coronavirus. Now you try saying, if you're an Englishman, you're talking to a Chinaman, with the linguisticals of linguistics, it's not racist this. And you said to him, or gave him directions or something, and you asked the Chinese man to repeat what you said, he would come back, talking like a Chinaman, with the efforts of the English language. It's like very mixed. We all know, without going into the argument of racist or not, but just linguisticals. Now, if you said to a Chinaman, repeat after me, this is a virus. It's a coronavirus? A coronavirus? The coronavirus? Yeah, that's their way of interpreting how they hear and repeat what we would say to them, and they write it down. A coronavirus? What did you say, mate? What did you say? I said it's a virus. Americans actually have just, or the Canadians have just had one airplane land at theirs, the country, and the Brits are the ones who aren't really doing much. They don't even put the face stuff on either, are they? And this guy, it's that late, it's a big, this is the announcement. Look at it, coronavirus, whole world must take action. Apart from this guy here. Yeah? And there's loads of clips where they've messed up with people doing stuff and and yet the whole world's got to take action. He ain't taking any, like this guy, is he? Put out call it the DNA of the antivirus for it. Yeah? On social media. What is that in hope somebody will just get a lot of test tubes and work out something? They would have sort of like done it via secret email type of stuff, wouldn't they? They wouldn't put it on social media, would they? It's just to get everybody panicked in. Yeah, see numbers and stuff. It's a concept, everybody. What I'm saying is the concept that they're doing it all working together. Like China give us this, there's a big virus, we help them. All that sort of stuff. We'll put the virus, help us out, work out the rest of it. They put it on the Facebook or social media in hope that somebody will find the cure. Everybody's working at it, getting the money's worth. These top people are working at something. It's just an idea. Yeah? All it is, it's just, to me, is getting people all riled up and nerved up, ready to take the next few generations of bug fear driving. Because you think about it, people. You go out to war, you set second war, you send millions of people out to war to die and all the rest of it, yeah? Because the war's over there somewhere. Yeah, and they die over there. But when there's a bug that can kill millions of people, say, or if there was one, we want people to come into this country who might have it, to be quarantined. No, you quarantine them in the country whereupon it is. To save the other 65 million people in your country. So I just think this is a preset OTT fear driving thing, because China are very good at doing that. and they can lock down people. They show their power over their people, and they can lock people down easy because that's their way of doing control. So they're controlling people by fear over there, and it's really bad, and the rest are lynching onto it because that's what they do. They're driving fear. The videos from Corona are getting better and better, but the early ones, there are loads of people around. It's just mistakes after mistakes after mistakes, but they get controlled off linking YouTube, so it's difficult to get hold of them. You know, because people make comments on it and things like that. So it doesn't even add up with the numericals of the flat. But anyway, no serious virus. You don't let anybody in your country. You detain them where the virus is. So it's just bollocks, basically. It's a con. No, a con. Yeah? Right, very quickly. There's not just me thinking this sort of stuff. I've been making my video for a short while now. Just catching bits, because there's other things that have been going on in my life. Anyway, there's this guy called Enchanted Life Path Returns. I'll put the screen on large, right, and then you can see what he's on about. He doesn't wear his face stuff or anything, and then when he's driving off, when everyone else is wearing their face stuff, he ain't wearing it either, again. Yeah. So he picks him up without no face mask, and they drop him off, pick him up, shift him about. Everybody's on face masks and all that bar the driver. Same sort of pattern what I picked up earlier on, that's what I'm saying. It's not just me seeing stuff. Date today is the 10th of the 2nd, 2020. And it bangs on the news, 8:07 in the morning. Coronavirus serious threat to UK. That's after they've brought them all in. After after everything. This is one big fear-driving push that other countries around the world are involved in. Right. They probably just want to sell masks in this country and get you all going like that, like China, really. You know, we all used to look at China. And look at all them not wearing masks. Yeah? Massive marketplace. You start selling them to everybody. Yeah? And you can't reuse them and all that lot. Yeah? Money. That's big money, by the way. And practice of control. With agenda things stuck to it.
How bad could it get if the virus starts spreading widely in the UK? Well, it's very hard to know.
Well, if it's very hard to know, then why did they let it in? Yeah? So they let it in to get rid of people then, didn't they? Yeah? You've seen all the movies about viruses and all that lot, and I don't know, in them De Niro or whatever, and all that lot about viruses and everything, and we just let them all in. The crisis actors, I'll put a thing on about crisis actors. Yeah, I'm just like that. This is the hospital the Chinese built in 10 days. Yeah, if you look at the amount of diggers to the speed of what they were doing it, with the length of the video that they did, you times that over 10 days, with all the other construction they have to do, even the digging rate wasn't fast enough. It was probably built prior. They recorded it, and they built it, and they all, what you call, time-lapsed it to make it look like it was in the same 10 days. Right, you see that, the eyeballs staring at people, looking into the camera? It's quite a cocky, arrogant look of, I'm alright, Jack. Now, this guy is a crisis actor. He's been in all sorts. By the way, this is enchantedlifepath.com. This guy does a bit of looking into stuff. Yeah.
You will be going?
Well done, that lad.
Look, the Diamond Princess, the cruisers, we've just seen Savile, the cruisers, Phil Schofield, the cruisers, the Costa Concordia just wrapped up and sank. Why did that get sank? Because we know things happen at sea, that there weren't too many laws. What we've already looked into, i.e. Jimmy Savile, was booted off a ship because that's the best he could do at the time. He was a brand ambassador and all this, or ambassador of all these cruise ships, a true friend of Cunard. Then we've got Philip Schofield, a brand ambassador for Princess Cruises. Who owns the Diamond Princess ship? Princess Cruises.
We are both positive. We're going to a hostel because there isn't a hospital bed anywhere around.
Bollocks, mate. Bollocks. Absolute bollocks. You're in Japan.
Yeah, I'm with that as well, mate. Bollocks. Look at his bollocks eyeballs of bollockness. Lying lot of bollocks, isn't it, mate?
There's got no hospital beds. No. One of the most developed countries, one of the most technologically advanced countries in the world has got a hospital bed for you and your wife. No. Bollocks, mate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
okay.
watch him as he starts getting cocky when he has the reasoning about all stuff.
Hospital bed anywhere around.
Smiles.
Okay. So we're going to a hostel. And in 4 or 5 days, we'll...
What are you going to the hostel? What are you going in 4 or 5 days?
Yeah. What it's like, this guy's been given like a script to basically close the questions off that people are asking about this crisis actor.
Allegedly transferable by touch, by breathing. It can get in people's eyeballs, we've been told, like I keep saying. How are you even doing this interview? How?
Will be removed
With no medication.
from the hospital and put into a hospital
Whatever.
where we will receive treatment.
They all teach you like, they all talk to you like you're ignorant children.
One man in particular, and I'm not going to satisfaction of her and his name, who's saying, I am a crisis actor and with an agency called Star Now. Look how long ago that was.
Okay, shall we look how long ago it was? So like a little bit of age thing.